Okay, hello there, everybody. This is Cholera, and welcome to Game 3 of this series between Rutgers and University of Texas. Game 2 actually ended up being a forfeit, and I don't even know who ended up forfeiting, but one of the two teams did, and we'll figure it out after, a couple of games and the replays end. We'll know who forfeited. But for now, let's move on to Game 3. This is between two 2v2 teams, and let's pause and take a look. We've got J2 Quicklime and Chang playing for University of Texas. So that means UT is the blue toss and the teal zerg. And against them, we've got Rutgers Clazz, no relation to Clazzart, in the purple Terran and the red Zerg. So this is going to be a TZ versus ZP here, and it's going to be a good matchup on Hannibal. Now, I definitely favor the Protoss and Zerg team here because I think this map makes it is wide open enough that it's hard for the Terran to reinforce his Zerg ally in the beginning. So what we're most likely going to see is Chang-Sta right here and Quicklime over here, 2v1 attacking the red Zerg Knack over here on the left side. That would be what I would do on this map. In fact, I just played a game on this map earlier today in the SC2GG Star Cup, and I got a nice victory with my Protoss ally. Of course, I play Zerg, so and we've been following the same sort of strategies. Basically, just pick the party that is not the one that takes forever to reinforce, rather the party that builds a little bit quicker and attack them, basically. So today we were playing against a Terran and Protoss team, and we attacked the Protoss because the Terran takes forever to reinforce. In any case, though, it looks like Knack is going to go for a 9 pool here. Yep, that is a 9 pool, and he's got gas going down also. Meanwhile, we're seeing a, looks like that was sort of a overpool. Yeah, it looks like it was an overpool of sorts there, and with gas also. So I am going to say Chang-Sta is going to have a little bit of advantage just from this. Overpool versus 9 pool is an ideal position, and meanwhile a barracks going up. This is another question. Is the Terran going to go mech, or is he going to go M&M? And I do think he's going to go M&M here. It makes sense to go M&M, in fact. Going mech is really just a death knell for your ally, so I'm glad to actually see that the Rutgers team is not going to do anything silly like that and leave one of their teammates out to dry, basically. Meanwhile, the Protoss has gone 2 gate, as can be expected. Looks like it was a 10-12 gate of sorts, because he's doing well there with his probes. And really, we're going to see most likely, well, let's see if he's going to pull off of gas or not, if the Teal Zerg is going to or not. And meanwhile, the red Zerg, Knack, here has gotten speed upgrading. He's actually going to push out here with his Lings. That's the correct move to make, but he also has to be careful not to get attacked, not to let a sneak attack happen with from the blue Protoss player, Quicklime. In any case, it looks like Teal is out now with his Lings, and he has indeed also pulled his drones from gas. He's also getting a sunken. I think that's superfluous. Really, I would be putting down a second hatchery right now if I were playing, and really just getting my Ling production up. Sunkens at this point really not that necessary against a TZ team, because the Terran really cannot develop that much force in the beginning. So anyway, looks like we've gotten the red Zerg still just building up Lings here, and he's smartly put down a second hatchery. This is definitely what he should be doing. But we'll see what happens here. Looks like the Protoss player is actually getting gas, and the Terran player slow to start up, but Terrans are very powerful in mid to late game, or in the mid game at least, against PZ. They are very powerful when they get their Medic Marine out. Looks like, though, Clazz is having some problems here handling his Marines. This is what I mean. It's very hard to move out here in the beginning for the Terran player, and wow, that was horrible from Clazz. This is going to give the UT team a huge advantage here. Looks like Chang-Sta all over the place here, and it looks like, wow, I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. Clazz making a horrendous mistake there, moving out just a little bit early, and also not even paying attention. He was just right-click moving, and now actually it looks like Blue has gotten in the attack also. He's going to be forced to leave. Red has done a good job of reinforcing, it seems. So, oh wow, actually they're not going to leave just yet. He's just going to take this ramp choke location and force Red to commit all of his Lings here. It does look like the attack will be cleaned up, but Clazz has lost a lot of his Marines. Before he was definitely thinking about getting a couple of medics up and then going for that powerful M&M push, but now that's going to be delayed for a long time. Meanwhile, it seems that the Zerg players are both reinforcing one another. Teal Zerg Chang-Sta has also gotten his next hatchery up, his second hatch. Red's also gotten his hatch up, although Red does not have any further gas mining, whereas Teal does. That's the difference, I think, between the resources between these two players because of the different starting builds. But no, actually, the reason is actually because of Red's choice to expand. This is a dangerous choice for the Rutgers team. Wow, I gotta say, they were playing kind of oddly here. Chang-Sta definitely is having problems controlling also because he really could be getting a lair right now, but it doesn't really matter. I think Clazz is going to bite the bullet here. It doesn't look like he had any kind of block going on his front, and he is going to lose his main here. Horrendous here for the Rutgers team. So it looks like the Rutgers team are going to be in big trouble here. The SCVs have mainly stayed alive, actually, and it looks like Knack is going to be able to reinforce, but this is absolutely not the position you want to be in with a TZ team. Your turn should be the one who's able to defend himself properly, and it obviously is not the case here. It seems that the academy might actually go down here. That would be further a huge drawback, a huge setback rather for Clazz here, and Clazz is probably actually not going to lose the academy. He still has some SCVs out. Doesn't look like he's gonna have that much in terms of detection or anything, and it does look like there's DTs out, as they're telling each other here, it seems. A big counterattack, though, could change the course of this game against Chang-Sta. Chang-Sta does not have a ramped hatchery. I would have probably gone for a ramped hatch, and then you'd be able to block your hatchery much better, so he could take some damage here. It does seem, though, that he has 2 sunken colonies. He should be okay here, in fact. He's pulled a lot of drones to create a wall, and he will be absolutely fine, I think, against this force. It's just not big enough, and yeah, Red's gonna have to pull off here. So Red right now, Knack has an expansion, but I don't think this is going to do much good because air is going to come eventually from Teal, and Red is way far behind in terms of his having any kind of tech. Purple also, unfortunately, does not have any detection, and really, Knack could have put an Overlord over in his base. I'm not sure why he didn't float an Overlord over, probably just forgot to, but that is a standard move, really, against a Protoss team. You really want to have that free detection over at the Zerg's, at the non-Zerg's base, rather, your allies' base, and this is going to be the end here. Clazz does not seem like he has enough to defend here. Even if he does get a scan off, it's not going to make a difference. He does get a scan off, but it's way late, and these DTs are just going to run away, and exactly. So now the Terran player has no scans, and the DTs are going to have free reign inside of his base. So it does look like the game is pretty much up for for Rutgers rather, and Rutgers was up 1-0 after game 1. So actually, I still don't know obviously who forfeited last game. It does look like the ComSat is going to go down, and there it goes. So GG coming from Clazz, and that will be it for the Rutgers team. They lose this game, and looks like the game is indeed over. All right, stay tuned for game 4 coming up.